The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. Carvajal reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's intervened well there. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's a cute ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And here's Drogba. And here's Haaland.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Nice interception, well timed. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Haaland looking to play him in. Nicely weighted ball, and he's worked it through. Batistuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Donadoni goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good alertness. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And it's Serginho. Batistuta does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? This might spell danger. McAllister. And that's been won straight back. Madrid do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
It's Neymar! Goal!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Marcó en el minuto 24 el dorsal 5.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Haaland, and he's had it nicked away. Could move up a gear here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Ricci. Approaching the half-hour mark. McAllister. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And it's Neymar. Donadoni. Ricci. And this is Neymar. Gabriel. McAllister. Drogba. Azar conjures time and space where few can. Neymar. The ball goes in. Climbs up big! Oh, off the bar! And that was very necessary. Well, that pass isn't the best. Madrid are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Neymar. Now it's Batistuta. And Carvajal. No, again there's no way through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he's forced to go back. McAllister. Azar. Played out to the right. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Drogba has been caught there, it's a foul. Now it's Neymar. Hit into the middle. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. That's an imaginative pass. Big chance, must be! Azar. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Madrid head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open...
Mbappe! Mbappe is magnificent! A finish of true class! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Knocks it out wide. Neymar plays it in. Oh, smashing header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Neymar. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Neymar.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Not the most accurate pass. Serginho. McAllister, out to the right.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Drogba. Ricci. Quarter of an hour into the second half. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. And the shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! This time, surely! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This their second corner of the game. attempt, just the wrong outcome. Pressing high and with purpose. Haaland. Hazard, spread out to the left. Serginho. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Pass somewhat off target. Now that's well seen too. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Drogba. Looking for options for movement. Incoming delivery. Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that's really well manoeuvred. Neymar. And he's on his way! Steaming on goalwards. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Batistuta. Played out towards the right wing. Deep cross. It's a mighty effort! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Hernandez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Serginho could try cutting inside here. He's had a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Shot a goal! He's scored! And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
And very quickly, the substitute made his... Great chance! Well, now it's a race, and he's following up! He has done it! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Played out to the left flank. It's come backwards here. Back into the middle. Distributed tidily. Battis. Oh, shooting chance! Xavi Alonso. Nicely spread. Looking for options for movement. There's the delivery.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mbappe. That is a brilliant interception. Azar. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Del Piero. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. That has ended up in no man's land. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's Del Piero. Del Piero was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Chips it through. Donadoni. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's a searching pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Del Piero. Great vision. Takes a shot! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Koulibaly.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rijkaard gets a foot in here. And it's been played through. And it's made its way to... Chance for a shot! No mistake! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your...
And Batistuta! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now they can spring out of defence. Van de Ven. Could be danger here. Now Mbappe. Batistuta! And it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Madrid go into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up.
Shapes to shoot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Well, there's the clearance. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Big header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Lamine Yamal is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Carvajal. Tries to pass it through. Well, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Well, plenty of early set pieces here. And it's Carvajal. Now it's Donatoni. Can he finish? In he goes again. Well, now it's a race for the ball. He'll try to keep this alive. Azar can see things others simply cannot. Yamal. That has been cut short. And now they can clear their lines. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Well, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Madrid are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. There's the start of the second half. Oh, easy pickings there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal and Caicedo. Xavi Alonso. And here's Haaland. Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Caicedo. Del Piero. That's been cut out, well played. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Carvajal wins the duel this time, and they can counter here. Oh, good spread. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Batistuta. And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's Hernandez. No, he's not getting past him there. Neymar. And that's a good... And the shot! It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. An uncompromising challenge. Xavi Alonso gets good distance on it. That's very neat. And it's Richie. Knocks it. Chance! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Mbappe clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Searching pass is played there. And that's played in low.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, good ball! And Del Piero! And it's come back out to him. It's a goal! This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the...
Neymar! That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Richie. Madrid finding their passes and reclaimed it in a trice. Yamal. Xavi Alonso. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And the pass is intercepted. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That pass has been well intercepted. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a super give and go. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Oh, some tackle that. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Neymar. And it's Richie. That's an imaginative pass. That's a pretty loose pass. Caicedo. And Hazard. And he's chosen to go back. Batistuta. Can he get on the end of this? Well, that has not gone well. Howson.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Great ball, and he's in here. Neymar, over to the left. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, well played. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, if flexibility doesn't have an influence on this system, we truly are looking at an approach that is quite negative. But at least there is good scope to turn a seemingly deep-line defence into a more dangerous attacking outfit. This system will allow plenty of attacking numbers without necessarily compromising on that discipline.
And the shot! Mbappe is magnificent! He's got himself an absolute peach. First blood drawn. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. There they go, hunting in packs. Now that looks a decent ball. That's a throw. Mbappe. And it's Batistuta. Neymar. Well seen, saw that coming. Takes the shot! So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Costa Curta. Drogba.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And this is Drogba. Nice looking ball. Chips it through. Costa Curta. And it's Rijkaard. And that is a little undercooked. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Rice. Neymar. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Some resolute defending there. And it's Ricci. He has on Donadoni! Oh, it's hit the post! Rijkaard. For Rice. Turns back here, probably the best option. Arsenal finding their passes. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Donadoni. Rijkaard. Rice. Ball played for Mendieta. Knocks it into space. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away? Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Ricci. And he was quick to react. Mbappe. And this is Drogba. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Timber's cross. And it's claimed by the keeper.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's Rijkaard. Played back in. Neymar has created one goal already. Ricci aims beyond the defence. Donadoni. Oh, this looks sharp. Ambitious ball here. Koulibaly cuts it out. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Madrid have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Arsenal, number 14, Didier
So
Drogba.
off we go once more.
Coming on the field is
A solitary goal,
number
that has been the
21,
crucial difference.
Batistuta.
That's really well manoeuvred. Neymar. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Mendieta. And it's Timber.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that's fabulous. And that has put paid to that. Neymar. Donadoni. Oh, that's a key interception. Mendieta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Donadoni. Now Neymar. Over to the left. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Donadoni. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape,
The attendance
certainly
for this
when
match was
defending at least,
61,052.
because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Mbappe. Donadoni. Judge, surely! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Substitution.
Madrid choosing to make the first change, and the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
And it's Timber. Mendieta. And he lines up a cross.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Looking for a runner. Shot could be... Goes for a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
I thought he did so well to exploit the space that was afforded to him then. Deserved more. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Well, that Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's intervened well there.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Neymar. Mbappe. Might be danger here. And the finish! Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
He has found the way through. Now the ball's gone astray. And it's Rijkaard. It's run loose here.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Mbappe. Ricci. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Mbappe. Madrid leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Neymar, played out wide, nicely weighted ball. Now try to spin that positively, I certainly can't. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He is through here! Neymar. And here's Neymar. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Madrid close now to seeing this one through to the end.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Mendieta. And here's Mbappe. Ricci. So that's it. It is all over. Madrid have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads.